For this video, it will go through clarifications from the customer to the supplier. Click the Requirements tab here to go to the Requirements page. Here we have our job with no open or closed clarifications. We will move to the Supplier page here. However, our supplier, as they go into their portal and they see this job and review all the details associated with it, they will have the opportunity to raise clarifications with the job. Click this button here to pop up the clarifications modal. Input the clarification text you wish to query the customer. If they ask a question, you can even attach files to help illustrate their clarifications once that is saved and sent by the supplier. We move back to the customer-facing side here. We will be able to see an orange one clarification. If we go into this will pull up all our current clarifications. There is only one currently showing a red X symbol to indicate it has not been resolved. There are no files, of course. If there was any, you would be able to see them here, and we can see there is one dialog. If we click on that dialog, we can see who the clarification is from and what they asked. We have a couple of options here. Firstly, we can just add a response to that supplier if it's just as simple as no or yes on the box that says add a comment. What we can also do there is, if there are multiple suppliers, we can respond to all. If you click Respond to All, you can see a couple of text boxes here. The system is showing what the original clarification was. What it's also doing is giving us the option to edit the text. So if there is anything confidential within the question itself, we can reword it. For example, we can take off the end of this clarification here. And we can reword it however we want to. The response then would be no, the deadline is not able to move. This is a similar idea again. We can choose to attach files if the clarification is more technical. I will save and send that to the suppliers. You can see a purple box here. This shows an edited clarification and the blue box shows the response. The top gray message is the original clarification. Now, if we think there may be some more comms on this, we can leave this open and allow suppliers to continue clarifications. To leave it open, do not click the yellow button in the bottom left, as that will close the clarification and mark it as completed. If we are happy this is now finished, you can mark it as resolved at the bottom. As shown by this pop-up, marking it as resolved will not allow any further communications on this clarification. You will see there is no open clarifications. These have now moved into the resolved clarifications where you can view the dialog and review the files within the clarification. You can see when we open the clarification that there is no files attached to this clarification. If there were, you could click this icon to open the files attached to the clarification. The next type of clarification is one that we as the customer may want to ask the supplier. If we go back to the customer page by clicking here, once the supplier has provided a bid for the job, we as the customer can review this and review all the relevant details. Open the bid by clicking here. We can send a clarification request through to the supplier. This is purely a one-way conversation between the supplier and the customer, so there is no respond as it will be strictly between the supplier and customer. Clicking the yellow button will let us start the clarification request. We can add some text for our clarification request in this text box. You can attach a file by clicking the Attach File button and then using the file navigation or drag and drop the file into the box. In this case, we will not attach one though. Once you have added all the information to the clarification request, click the green button in the bottom right to send it to the supplier. Clicking Open Clarification again, you can see the new clarification we have sent to the supplier. The supplier can then go into this and respond using the same method we showed previously. If you click Dialog again, it will bring up the information that was sent to the supplier. This is the same for the attached files. This has been a video going through clarifications.